For this example, we have absolute value of x plus 4 is less than 6. Okay, so this is less than, and we will use less means nest. Less means nest. Okay, and this is not you know, profoundly deep mathematics here. This isn't technical. This is just a reminder to tell us what to do. Less means nest. This is a less than, so we are going to nest this happily between -6 less than x plus 4 less than +6. Okay, we've nested it between those two. All right. Now we do the same thing to all three sides. Here we're going to subtract the 4 from all three sides at once. Look at that. So that gives us -10 less than x less than 2. All right, and there's nothing else we can do to simplify this, so we just need to represent the answer. First, let's use graph notation. Graph notation. Okay, that looks like this. Right, you draw a number line like so. I like to put in 0 just for a reference. So it looks like we're going up to 2 and down to -10. Okay, and it's all the stuff in between that, right? So it just starts at -10 on the left. This is a less than and not less than or equal to. So it's going to be a soft parentheses here, or a soft bracket. All right, and then it goes up to 2 and stops there. And then you color in all the stuff in between that. Something like this. There we go. And if you don't like the parentheses, you could also do this as an open circle, right? And then go like that and color it in a closed circle. You probably still want to make that a little thicker, right? Something like that. On the number line, you can also do that. All right. Let's talk about interval notation. Interval notation is the same as graph notation, only without the graph, right? So the interval notation is shorthand for the graph notation. So what the interval notation is telling us is that we're starting at -10 on the left and stopping with 2 on the right. There it is. Let's try another one. For this one, we have x minus 9 in absolute value. All of that is greater than or equal to 2. And okay, so when you have greater than, right, greater than, or we can say more than, just to help us remember that more, okay, this goes in quotes, means or. More means or, right? A very useful way of remembering what to do. So we're considering this more. And this more means or method works as long as the absolute value is on the left side and the number is on the right side. If absolute value is on the right, you have to rearrange things a little bit to get it on the left. So that's the danger of this method. Okay, so what this more means or actually means is this. We start by just saying x minus 9 greater than or equal to 2, or, and then we write x minus 9 again less than or equal to -2. Okay, so it's the two ends, right? It's starting at one place and it's going out to plus or minus infinity and leaving the stuff in the middle uncovered, basically. Okay, so now we solve both of these. So here I'm going to add 9 to both sides to give us x greater than or equal to 11, or adding 9 to both sides, that gives us x less than or equal to 7. All right, and there we have it, right? We are ready to complete our answer. Let's do graph notation first. All right, so it looks something like this, and these ors are almost always going to be identical to what I'm about to graph. All right, so it starts at 7 here, and oh, my bad, it starts at let's say 7 down here and 11 up here. Okay, so it's greater than or equal to 11. So I'm going to start here with my bracket and go off to the right. and then less than or equal to 7. So I'm going to start with my bracket and go down to the left, and then just shade it in a little bit. This goes off that way, and the 7 goes down. Ooh, 7 goes down this way. All right, just kind of goes down towards negative infinity. And if you don't like these hard brackets, you could also do it with a filled in circle. Something like that. Filled in circle. There we go. That works too. We are doing the bracket and the filled in circle because this is less than or equal to. That's what's changing here. Okay, so this is our graph notation. Let's move on to interval notation. Interval notation. Alright, so we want to represent what this graph gives us, but we don't want to have to draw this crazy graph every time. So we're interpreting this, and interval notation, basically it starts on the left, and it tells us what happened here. So here we went all the way off to negative infinity, and negative infinity always gets a soft bracket, okay, up until 7, right? And then we included 7, so that's going to get the hard bracket. And then we jumped over some stuff. We used the union symbol for that. We started again at 11, and I'm just going from left to right here. And then we continued off to positive infinity, which we then use an open bracket on, or a soft parentheses, because we never actually get to infinity. Is one way to look at it. And there we have it. There's our interval notation.